You never want to hear a doctor say he's sending you for an x-ray on your leg to check for teeth. What a 24 hours it's been, my friends. As some of you may know, unfortunately, yesterday, well, myself and my other half, Samantha, were out walking lovely little Gizmo here. We were attacked by a German Shepherd that let itself out from a completely unsecure garden. Now, this is, of course, already a police matter, so I won't go into details about the incident, but there's a few moments of curiosity and things to think about here. And to put it simply, dog starts approaching us, and in the way that you never think it's going to happen to you and that you'll be one of these people you see saying they've been attacked by a dog, the next thing you know, almost quicker than you can realise, Gizmo's yelping, I'm trying to block this dog from getting to him, Sam's trying to pick Gizmo up out of the way, and we think that Gizmo just got a little bit of a pinch, or maybe the dog just got a mouthful of his fur or something, as between myself and Sam we got Gizmo pretty much out of harm's way. Of course, unfortunately to do so, I took the brunt of it, so the first thing, and I'm trying to be light and humorous as I talk about this so that my bubbling internal rage about the situation doesn't shine through in this video. But the first thing that's happened, one of my most beloved pair of trousers is ruined with huge rips down the back of one of the legs. And man, the miles, the mountains I've been up in those trousers. But on a serious note, I got bit by a dog. It really hurt. There was that immediate shock and the adrenaline sort of effect kicking in where you can feel yourself shaking, you can feel your emotions wildly changing between rage and panic and everything else going on. Luckily, as it happened, pretty much perfectly timed, a couple were approaching in a car as this was unfolding. So they immediately pulled over and stopped to help. And I don't know if maybe with them pulling over in the car right upon us, it scared the dog and convinced it not to have a second helping or whatever. And again, trying to keep this light, my friends. But luckily, obviously, firstly, you've got that relief of, oh, there's somebody else here. Also, there's now 4 separate eyewitnesses to what happened. And I don't know, it's just the absolute shock that I can't describe of it. The reality is, as many people have said, imagine if that was a child, imagine if it was Gizmo that he'd got hold of. I mean, he's bit into my big calf muscle, ultimately. And of course, if that's a child's arm or a Gizmo's little leg, he's going to really get a proper grip of that. And you just don't know what on earth damage can be done, and so quickly as well. And something that I have dwelt on, and some of you'll know, I never talk about family stuff, pretty much as private as can be. It's only my own stupidity that I talk about. But Sam's got a granddaughter who's really young, absolutely loves going out with Gizmo. And I just have that thought in my head of, not only is she going to be really low down at the dog's level for face, arms, hands and legs to be bitten, but if that was Sam and her out walking Gizmo, which does happen repeatedly because she loves to take Gizmo out, Sam's literally going to have to pick her granddaughter up out of harm's way, and then what? Leave Gizmo to his fate. You're going to be holding a young child up out of a dog's way while it's attacking another dog right in front of you or trying to kick it. Again, it just doesn't bear thinking out, does it? And again, that's where I've got to keep this smile on because that's immediately I can feel a rage building. I was in A&E for 5 hours. Once again, I want to point out here, as so many people do in these scenarios, you cannot fault the staff. I can't thank them enough. And many people in Britain know that the NHS is unfortunately facing some significant issues. So again, the staff working in the environment and under that pressure, can't fault it. It's still, 5 hours was not the way I'd planned to spend my evening. In fact, ironically, just a little distraction here, only a couple of days ago I announced that starting from today, this week, was going to be a mega bonus of video production, videos every day, podcasts, Patreon exclusives and all that. Last night, me and Sam were getting ready. We actually filmed a few days ago a little series of clips to talk and do a video last night. Obviously didn't happen. A&E wasn't the place for it. And of course, then the rest of the week. Today, right now, I'm meant to be up a mountain on this walk. And again, that was going to be a great day out. It was going to be short form video, long form videos of the adventures, all completely gone out of the window. So I do apologise, my friends. But back on track. So in A&E, had my X-ray, and as I say, I sort of tried at the time to keep smiling and to keep myself positive when it had happened, and while the people were there in the car having a look and what have you, because I knew it's like you can't let the rage or the panic take over, and I didn't know what else to do other than try and make, oh, that really hurts, oh. And again, I'm probably there grinning like an idiot. Well, I've got that sort of adrenaline, tears in my eyes, rage, everything going on through my head. So, had that moment of the doctor saying about the X-ray to check for teeth and other foreign bodies. So you can imagine that immediately took me back to that moment, like, I've been bitten by a dog. Is this checking for teeth? Oh. And it, again, horrible thought. So then I had my tetanus jab. There's a proper name for the tetanus jab, and I thought it'd be really impressive if I could remember it. I've forgotten it. And the thing that then has put me in a little bit more of a panic again for the next few days, I've also got a 7-day course of antibiotics, because of course this is a dog bite, and you don't know what dogs have been chewing or eating and what bacteria is in the mouth. So of course now that's my ongoing concern. Now that A&E have seen it and okayed it, basically, it's that idea of the infection, and if it starts to swell up and go red and stuff, that again, that's just a little bit of fear and dread that it's put in the back of my mind. Now, going forwards, one of the things I did want to say that I already know is going to be a long-lasting effect of this is how last night I was dwelling on this, lying awake here. I know, even though over the last year that we've had Gizmo, we've had goodness knows how many wonderful interactions with dogs out and about, on leads and off leads, and he's really friendly and he loves other dogs and all that. But I know now how nervous I already feel about taking him out and other dogs approaching us. And it's not so much that I suddenly believe every dog's aggressive, it's that I've seen how quickly it can happen. From a dog being there walking towards us to Gizmo yelping, such a rapid, I just can't explain it. And of course it's like now it's like there could be a lovely dog here and the owner right next to it, but I know it can happen before you can even engage your brain to figure out what's going on. And obviously I've got my own sort of instilled memory of fear, of pain, of the actual getting bitten by a dog as well, which, like I say, you can imagine that doesn't make you feel great. So yeah, there's a lot to think about here. There's a lot that I'm dwelling on. I just wanted to say stuff out loud, really, and apologise for the fact that my first unbelievable day of loads of videos all week and a strong end to March and a great start to the spring has completely collapsed. Again, I put it out into the universe that it was going to be ultra productive this week. Anyway, you know, I almost bought a 360-degree camera a couple of days ago as well. And I can't imagine how devastated I would be now to not be up the mountains, because I would have been so excited to go filming in these scenic locations with 360 degrees. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. The important thing is, Gizmo's okay. I'm not even going to say I'm okay, you know, because at the minute I still know that I don't know how I feel. I still know that I'm putting my deliberately smiley face on so that I don't let the anger or the rage or everything take over. So yeah, I'm sorry this has been a boring, weird video. I feel like I just wanted to say something. Just wanted to say something out loud. So yeah, there's a lot going through my mind at the minute. Still got loads of videos and stuff that needs doing. Annoyingly, it looks like it's actually a nice day out there as well. I didn't want to start walking around and pushing it and being too stupid, really, because you know what I'm like. Carried away, and the next thing I know, I've tried to run a marathon and I'm going, oh, why is my leg hurting so much? Oh, it's because all these teeth are falling. No, of course not. Anyway, thank you for watching. As always, loads of links in the description. Feel free to add or follow me on Facebook. You'll see some pictures of the bites there. Like I say, I think because I didn't put any pictures up that were taken too long after it, I don't think. It was just that initial shock, so you can sort of see the shape of it and the bruising and the blood and what have you. Not great, not very pleasant, but what a thing. It's actually happened in real life to me. This just never happens. something you see people talk about on the internet. I am that person. Anyway, thank you very much. Sorry about this weird, boring video. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful week ahead. I'll keep posting videos one way or another. And I'll see you around very soon. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the messages too. Oh, look at my lovely lad. Oh, Giz. Oh, you're a lovely lad. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry for disturbing you. Oh, I'm sorry for disturbing the boy.